Hello and welcome. This is Master K. Once again, welcome to my rice experiment. Now, I put these experiments up from time to time to awaken you to your own power. We have more senses than 5 or 6, and we can finely tune into those senses. Today's experiment is to prove that we can change matter with our vibrational thoughts, our vibrational energy, our vibrational words, and our vibrational positive thinking. Yeah? Don't take my word for it. Try this experiment at home. Look up background information on this experiment. This experiment was done by Dr Emoto in the 1980s and 90s. And there's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people, normal people, that have done this experiment. Look it up on YouTube and on the internet, and you always get the same outcome. Yeah? Might be variations, but you always get the same outcome. For this experiment today, you will need to cook some rice. You will need 3 glass jars. They could be jam jars. Yeah? They must have lids. You must have 3 stickers and a pen. Yeah. And in a moment I will go into what you need to do. So like I say, don't take my word for anything at all. We get fed second-hand information, and sadly a lot of people on this planet take that information for granted. Always do your own research. Always look into things yourself. So start this experiment off by cooking your rice and then draining that rice, yeah? Now, I've tried to eliminate all the bacteria going into this experiment. So I've sterilised everything. I've put gloves on, I've sterilised my gloves, the spoon, the dishes, the jars inside and out, and I've done it with a sterilisation powder that you use when you sterilise bottles for wine making. Okay, but you can use your own sterilisation technique if you want to. If you want to, you know, put that much effort into this experiment. So what I've done now is I've cooked the rice and drained it. It's on standby. I've sterilised the jars inside and out, and like I say, everything else. I've just let them drain. Yeah, don't use a cloth or anything like this to dry them, you know, to dry the water off, because you could be putting bacteria back onto the jars. So I suggest, like I've done, just let them drip dry. Then I've spooned my rice out and put about 3 or 4 spoonfuls in each jar. I've closed the lid, and I've put on 1 jar with 1 sticker, hate. I've put on the second jar, love, yeah, and a smiley face. And the third jar, I've put the word ignore. And what you need to do with this experiment, you need to do this experiment for 30 days. So 1 month, yeah, roughly about 30 days. And the jar with love on, for 30 days. Now, you just keep, maybe if you want to, I've picked my jar up, I've kissed the jar, I've hugged it, I tell it for 30 days how much I love it and appreciate it and need it and adore it. Yeah, all these things. The jar that says hate on it, right? I've said, I hate you, I cannot stand you, why are you here? You're going off. Yeah, you're going bad. You are horrible. I hate you. Yeah, you need to do that every single day. And the other jar with the sticker on and the wording ignore, you just put somewhere and you don't even look at it, touch it, just leave it alone for 30 days and you ignore it. Okay, don't even look at it, because your intent could come out if you look at it. Yeah. And what I've done, I've separated the 3 jars, so they're in 3 different rooms. Okay, so they're not in the same room, where you could get a cross flow of words and intent go into the wrong jar. they are in 3 separate rooms, so I suggest you do that also. So just recapping, the jar with love on for 30 days. You rock it, you pick it up, tell it how much you love it. And I do this every time I go in the room. These jars are in 3 different rooms every time I pass them, so I might do this about, what, 3-4 times a day. Yeah. So you tell the jar with love on that you love it, you throw your intent at it and your wording, you verbally say this out loud and you think it. Yeah, how beautiful you are, I really love you. Yeah, really emphasize this. Go into the other room and throw your intent of hate to the hate jar. I hate you. Yeah, tap it, poke it, prod it. Yeah, hate it, fire your intent at that jar of rice. And then the other jar, you just ignore it for 30 days. So when you start this experiment, remember to have a tick list. Yeah, I mean, what you could do is put the numbers from 1 to 30 down. Yeah, when day 1 is over, just before you go to sleep, then cross the number 1 out, or tick the number 1. Yeah, so you're ready for day 2 now. Yeah, when you know you go to bed on day 2, cross 2 out or tick number 2. So you need a system of, you know, counting the days that you've actually talked to this rice. And don't forget to take photographs and do filming along the way so that you can monitor this experiment. Now this is what the rice looked like when I first put it in the jars. Yes, it was eatable. It was just cold cooked rice. Now 15 days on, I've stopped my experiment because my intent is so strong. Yeah, I'm such a positive person. My intent is so strong. If you know me as a friend or you train with me in any way, you know I am super positive. And what I say usually happens and usually comes true. Remember, our words have power. And that power goes out and goes into objects, and it goes out into the universe. And this is how the law of attraction works, and this is how manifestation works. So I'm about to show you the results now after just 15 days. Like I say, just do the experiment. You know, some of you it will take 30 days, some of you it might just take half that time. It depends really how strong you are mentally, how pure your thoughts are, and you need to believe in what you are saying to the rice, basically. So here we go then, we're starting off on the love rice. So here now is the jar of love rice after 15 days, and you can see it's all intact. It's the same, you know, the same structure. It's faded to a yucky yellow colour, but there's no soup. It hasn't sort of deteriorated at the bottom, hasn't gone into like a soup. I'm just going to open the lid now and smell it. It's not too bad, the smells, you know, it's okay, and there's hardly any fungus. Now, because of the angle of this picture, just on the left side there's about 1 or 2 pieces with white fungus on, and I'll repeat that, tiniest little bit of white fungus, and it looks quite healthy. Now we're going straight into the hate jar now. So we're going to look at the hate jar that I hate so much. And this is it. We're looking on the outside now, and you can see the rice is deteriorated. It's turned into a soup, a mush. It's gone yellow, and there's lots and lots of mould on the top, black, grey, bluish mould. And if I open the lid up now, here we go, it absolutely stinks, and you can see how much mould is actually inside. I don't even want to be near this. Yeah, so what an outcome, what an absolute amazing outcome, and difference between the love and hate jars. So now let's look at the jar that we ignored that I ignored in this experiment for 15 days. We open the lid and there's just one tiny little bit of white sort of fur around a couple of grains of the rice there. It's all intact, it doesn't smell too bad, and that's it basically. That's the end of this rice experiment. So try it yourself, let me know how you get on, put your comments underneath. If it works before 30 days, then stop the experiment. There's no need to carry on. Maybe you're like me and your intent is, you know, very, very strong. So have a go. Remember, we are powerful. Our power is within. To find that power, we need to stop. Then we need to stop the chitter chatter of the mind thoughts. We need to tap into our higher self and re-find ourself again. Our power is in this moment of now time. So thank you so much for joining me today on this rice experiment. Hope you enjoyed it. Look out for my other experiments. There's a water manifestation experiment coming up soon. I've half filmed it. It's going up here live very, very soon, and it's the 2 glass experiment where you manifest anything you want into your life with water. Yeah, so look out for that. Have a beautiful day, and I will see you very, very, very soon. So you take care. See you soon.